You're now listening to the Zod and Drea podcast.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, for no reason, I just feel like making some noise. Yeah, congratulations, everybody. We are back. So that means your Tuesday is a lot better.
Exactly.
You know, so Zod and Dre are here to entertain you once again. And, I mean, we had a good week. I don't know about you, but I had a good week. I definitely had a good weekend.
I had a very productive week, yes. But let's talk about, what you accomplished this week.
You know, I mean, my weekend was a lot of fun. See, so, as you know, Dre and I have been running a little bit. Or if you didn't know, now you do. So we've been doing half marathons and things ever since we've been dating. And I've been doing it for the last maybe 5 years or so, since 2011. And I have a crew that I rock with. We call ourselves the Hipsters, or I call them the Ghostface Kitty crew. So with this, we run around the country depending on who will meet us there. So shout out to Jen Pagasdi, shout out to Jen Lunetta and Stephanie Helmer and Tyronica and Krista. Oh, you know my girls. Krista. And then, we got to add our girl Jothi in there. She slid in there. And even this new dude, Bren. Bren, what up? So, we've had a good time. So, let's just say I went off to Philadelphia, met up with my people. We did our half marathon. It was sweaty. It was muggy. It was disgusting. And we rocked it. And I left with 5 medals. The plane ride here was a little crazy coming back. But, I'm back. So, what happened with you? Forget about me. That's good. I got my half marathon there, and you and I are going to do another one in a couple weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, we're actually going to be in San Jose. So, shout out to anybody that's out there, all our friends. And
Katie Bessiere.
Hopefully get to see everybody for a brief moment because it's a quick trip.
Drew, what's going on? We're going to be seeing everybody up there, all the hipsters and everybody else, Ghostface Kitty crew. But, let's get into what we're going to be doing in the show, the main topic is going to be you win $300 million. What are the first 3 things you do with it? So we are going to talk about that. But in the entertainment area, we're going to talk a little bit about the Emmys
and really all the groundbreaking award and recognitions that went on. I mean, I really want to kind of spotlight all of that happened.
And relationship-wise, we're also sitting there kind of having a conversation with a friend and kind of sparking into something we were talking about type A personalities. So how they do that in relationships. So we want to kind of talk about that as well.
Right. We thought that affects a lot of people.
And it does. So, we might as well get into it then. So let's start this podcast off. So what do you want to talk about, babe?
Let's first talk about the Emmys.
Oh, you like the Emmys?
I do. I mean, I always like the glamour of it. Ooh. Come on. I mean, seeing the fashion, because I know guys hate this portion, but I do get a kick out of seeing the women all dressed up to the nines, the elegance. And it's just it's very inspiring. But what I loved more than anything was seeing the vast amount of diversity, beautiful women of color on the red carpet.
The carpet was even red. It was even colored. There we go.
It was a beautiful seat. You had Arabic women. You had my girl, Marica Fiera, that was also presenting. You had Angela Bassett that was there to support her husband, Courtney B. Vance. Oh, gosh, I know I'm forgetting so many other beautiful women.
See, I didn't watch it. I'm not going to lie. I don't really care about any award ceremony. I really don't. But, I was just really happy about a couple of the winners that I saw who I think that deserved it. Like I got to get in. Shout out. I know we're talking diversity, but even talk about all the women that, the one thing that they really had was a lot of shout outs for women in this. And I don't know if you saw the Netflix ad that they had run, but they had a Netflix ad specifically targeting all of the women. And it was really cool. If not, you don't have a chance to check that out, please do. But I had to give a shout out to Tatiana Maslany. That's
Orphan Black.
Orphan Black. If you have not been watching that show, you're going to wonder why for the last couple of seasons she did not get an Emmy, because I am so glad that she did, because she deserved it if she should have gotten 12, 13 Emmys?
to represent all the characters she played.
Spoiler alert, do not talk about anything.
Oh, no. Now you have to watch it.
This is why... See, you can't tell certain people certain things. So you just go on to the next topic. So who are you talking about? Who else? Let's talk about people of color at the Emmys.
Tracy
Ellis Ross.
Yeah, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yep.
Talk about what the category she was nominated in.
I forgot what it was. I think it was somebody in comedy. I got to look it up. But she was, I think it had been like 30 years or something like that since a woman of color had either been nominated or won. It's been a long time. Let's just say the Emmys are pretty Caucasian.
Right.
They're pretty, which is like, hey, let the talent shine. But if you give other people of color opportunities, trust me, their talent will shine way through. And, a lot of people have been blackballed and passed by over the years. And it shouldn't take 30 years for somebody of color to be nominated and or win.
And just in case, if anybody's listening that is under the age of 20, what the heck are the Emmys versus like the Oscars or the Golden Globes? The Emmys are a recognition of actors and actresses and everyone that contributed for television shows.
Yeah.
So this is why it's so important to really reflect what's going on in your community and your community. So that little tube that goes into your living room or now your desktop that shows that are supposed to be entertainment to reflect, again, your people, what's going on in your life. You better have people of different colors. And there was even a recognition for transgender men and women, too, in actors and actresses.
Oh, really? I didn't know
yeah.
that. Cool.
Oh, yeah. They were breaking ground.
All right. Yeah, so the Emmys were really interesting. I really think that, they were doing their thing. And what we use, my man, what is it, Rami Malek? Rami Malek?
Yes.
My man, Mr. Robot. The robotic one. Egyptian-American who had won for, I believe, Best Actor. Mm-hmm. And he was the first non-white actor to win the Best Actor in a drama series since 1998.
Isn't that nuts?
Like, think about that. So every year, 98, 99, 2000, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 16. Now it's like, you know what? Let's give it to another guy who's not white. I mean, that's really amazing. I mean, the last one was Andre Braugher, who was an absolutely excellent actor and one of the best ones around. But that was for Homicide: Life on the Street. I mean, come on. Like, when was that show on?
All right. So again, why are we even talking about this? It's just to show, like, yeah, it's about time. And it's about time that talent is shown from all different colors, all different backgrounds, all different races and genders. So it's been a long time coming, but I'm hoping that networks keep it going. And the networks that weren't even really represented, it's more the streaming companies that represented it more. And that was your Netflix shows, your oh gosh, I forget.
Like Amazon Prime and things like that.
Those
and
shows.
Hulu.
Yeah, because, and your HBOs, your cable networks. I mean, because Game of Thrones kicked booty.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah, did you see my girl? Well, it doesn't matter. We'll talk about her. My girl, Brienne.
Oh, yeah,
did you see her?
Awesome.
She looked good. Brienne, what's up? Give a brother a call. Call me.
Jon Snow, give me a call. Winter's coming.
All right, cool. Winter's coming. We need to be warm. Not with Jon Snow. Snowy John. Hey, so we were talking with a friend, and it wound up leading into a discussion about just two people who are in relationships that are two type A personalities. I mean, what is that like? Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess you and are we type A personalities?
You know, I've been told, that doesn't sound very proper English, whatever, but I've been told that you and I have very strong personalities, mm-hmm. right? Would I consider us type A? I guess it depends on the situation.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm. But what we've learned with each other is that if there is a situation or an issue or a topic that I'm very passionate about, and so are you, maybe if we don't see eye to eye about it, we at least discuss, okay, what's your view? And then this is my view. And then if we agree to disagree, fine. But there's nothing personal that we take away from it. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
It's more like
we discuss it, we communicate.
Mm-hmm. And maybe for most people, we may be considered over communicative, but I would rather talk to you about what it is that is maybe unsaid or what is going through my mind about a situation. Mm-hmm. One, to make sure I'm not making up stuff, mm-hmm. because again, it's all about perception sometimes. Yep. And two, to make sure that my point is getting across to you, and I communicate well because for myself, I'm always looking at how can I improve my communication, not only towards you, but to everyone else around me. Mm-hmm.
So my whole thing is with two type A personalities, it can go either way. It can be the type of people that communicate with each other openly, or you wind up getting with the people that are so type A that they hold grudges, so they talk more than they listen. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, I'm going to battle you, and you're going to just battle back and forth. It's like a damn near rap battle. It's like, yo, when are you guys going to solve this issue? And they just choose not to. So they go to sleep angry because they're so type A. There's not somebody who's going to, I guess, not so much submit, but just relinquish some of that power so that you don't have to be so overbearing and destructive in the relationship. And, that could be very terrible for how you move forward in your relationship.
But we have to look at, too, like how many relationships are established that way, where it's such a battle of who's right and who's wrong. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of look at it now in my life like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, really, who cares? If my feelings are hurt, or if I feel I've been judged or not listened to, yeah, I make that clear. But it doesn't make me right or wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something where I'm gonna go to bed mad and I'm gonna like linger on it forever and ever and ever. And remember that time I told you I wanted cheese on that burger and you didn't get me cheese on that burger. I hate you forever.
Cabinet. You know I hate the filing cabinet. It's like, God, you don't remember when you did that to me back in '87? Like, shut the hell up. God, it's past. It's done. But it just kind of like the conversation, the way that we were listening, it was like interesting how I almost felt bad for a minute. And it's not even just that one. I've heard a whole bunch of them. And we've probably all seen people who have that conversation with their spouse or their mate, and they're just battling them. They're just like, why are you guys not compromising and listening? I feel like you and I are just on a different level sometimes, where we listen to each other. We speak to each other. We care about what each other says, and it's not a big deal. Well,
and I think what we had to establish in the beginning is if you really want to have an honest conversation, you got to be ready to hear what you don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So if I ask a question about, okay, let's say I'm wearing a dress, right? And let's say I'm wearing a blue dress, and I ask you, oh, you like that blue dress? And if I want you to say, no, I think you look beautiful in it, but you actually say, yeah, I don't like that dress.
Yeah, that's me.
But I got to be ready to set that up. Like, you know what? If you're not going to like it, you're not going to like it. I'm not going to take it personally.
Shout out to my sister, because that's why she asked me questions, because I'm extremely honest.
So all I'm asking is for people just to like, hey, if you love somebody, just tell them.
Please listen carefully. Please listen carefully.
Once again, make sure you listen to the Zod and Drea podcast by subscribing to one of the following podcast methods: iTunes, Google Play, or YouTube. Visit our website at www.zodanddrea.com to go directly to the links, or if you choose, you can listen to each podcast episode directly on the website under their individual posts.
Want to get involved and have your voice heard on the next podcast? Then be sure to tune in to the question of the week on our website, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram page. And dial in and leave a message on our voicemail at 323-963-4221.
If you're an advertiser who would like to have your 30-second or 1-minute placement on our podcast or YouTube episode, please contact us at info@zodanddrea.com and we'll send you a price list. Space is limited for each episode.
The next podcast might even have you as a featured guest.
Tune in, check us out, and get involved. All right.
And we are back.
Okay, guys. So, we're going to talk about this topic that we have. If you haven't been on our Facebook page or Twitter pages, the whole 9 yards, make sure that you tune in so that you can see what we're talking about. And it's you win. Just imagine this. Imagine you win $300 million, 300 mil, like cleared. Bam. What are the first 3 things you want to do with it? People always think about some of the lavish things that they're gonna do. It's like, oh my God, I'm gonna go buy, the biggest Bugatti that I can find, and I'm going to kid it out with this and that, and then I'm going to go buy a mansion over in Miami, and I'm going to party with DJ Khaled, and then invite Nas to my birthday, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, dude, your 3 things are cool, but you're going to go broke. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these guys do. And it's not even so much lottery money, but people who get large sums of money wind up going broke. God, how many? Look, my man Nelly got hit with a huge tax hit.
Oh, that's right. And
Nelly,
doesn't he have like what were you pointing out in an article?
It was like he has like 1 point or 2 point mil. It's something huge. He has a big tax lien on him. But what people are going to do is they're going to stream Hot in Here like 200 something million times so that he can get even. On Spotify, so they're doing him a solid. Shout out to Nelly.
But I'm not streaming your stuff.
I'm not streaming your shit not that many times. But I hear you. It's all good. I'd want him to stream my shit. But a lot of people wind up going broke when they wind up hitting the lottery. So even $300 million, although it's a lot of money, people can squander it. I mean, how many people have had basketball contracts or football contracts? That's almost lottery. It's just that you got to work hard for it, but they go broke.
And think about too, how much money did Tyson make in
Mike Tyson?
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
He made millions.
Right.
Same with Will Smith. Will Smith from you remember he went broke after
Will Smith.
Yep.
Independence Day, Will Smith?
Independence Day, no, that's when he built himself back up on that. Remember after the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he had all that money and then he squandered it. He lost it all. Then he started over, probably with that movie with Independence Day, and then he's been on since. Now he's good.
Wow. Well, and he's lucky he got a second chance.
He got a second chance. He's one of them. But man, if you won $300 million, I mean, let's start off with us. Like, what would you do? Let's say, bam, you won, the $1.6 million lottery, whatever. They take out all their taxes and all that, blah, blah, blah. Boom, $300 million free and clear. It's all yours. What do you do with it?
First, hire 2 financial advisors and then another financial advisor to double check all of them.
Yeah, right. I hear you.
And teach me what's going on so I can watch them. That's really what I would first do. Because think about it. Think about all these people that have been blessed with having all this money. They weren't born into it. They earned it or however it was that they came across this money. How many times do you hear them being screwed over by their financial advisors
or their family,
or their
family members, like their family members? All of a sudden, let's pretend Zod got $300 million, and
I like that.
Like okay, so I would like that too. Shoot, and then all of a sudden, Zod finally after about 3 weeks comes back on Facebook like, hey guys, what's up? I start posting, what I post on there. Then all of a sudden, I have a feeling that between the time I won and the time I posted, and then even after I posted, I sure am going to probably get hit by a lot of people that I haven't heard from in a while. Like, hey, Brian, how you been? Oh, what you doing? Da-da-da. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, man, I was thinking about a really cool idea for a business that I had. Man, I just wondered how many, come on. It would be coming.
Please, yeah.
It would be coming. As soon as they know you have money, all of a sudden you get, your friends become brand new. Hey, what's up, Zod? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you haven't called me ever. How'd you even get my number? Oh, no, I just looked you up and, I heard you were in town. And, I mean, please, how many people have I invited out to Phoenix, Arizona to visit me? And they never do. Man, I bet you they'd be getting flights, or at least they'd be asking
They would want
flights.
you to fly them out.
Exactly. Like, yo, why don't you come on, fly me out? I've always wanted to. So, I mean, for me, the first 3 things would definitely be a financial advisor. Finish yours.
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah.
I really hope that 1, 2, and 3 is not financial advisors.
No.
What would you do with it?
Second one would be something where I could create something for my family and take care of my family. Look, I want to make sure. What I mean by family are the people.
$300 million.
Right. But what I mean by family, again, are the people that contributed to my DNA. And that would be my mother and my father, my sister, brother-in-law, my nephew, like immediate family. Take care of them. Where this way they're taken care of. And third, I'm gone. I am out. I am traveling the world. all over in the best style possible. I get to experience everything that I've ever wanted to experience across the globe.
Okay. Now, mine would be financial. Definitely get covered financially. I would probably wind up giving myself a monthly budget. But even still, with $300 million, I would want to make sure that somehow I would be able to multiply that 300 into more. So that no matter what, it's always growing. So you put in enough in that it grows, and that's whatever you spend, so that you never lose any. So financial advising, on that would definitely be number one. Number one, first of all, guys, if I won the lottery, I'd probably sit on it for about 6 months. So it would be locked up in a box, and just so that all of the crap would die down. They wouldn't be thinking about who had that winning ticket, and it would just die down. And I wouldn't worry about any of my bills. I wouldn't pay for shit. I wouldn't pay for anything. Nothing. I'd get kicked out of my apartment, the whole 9 yards. I would get kicked out. The car would get repoed, all that. Everything would be gone because I wouldn't care. Because I know at the end of 6 months, I'm coming back strong. All of a sudden, my credit is going to go from like 7 to like 850
plus.
I'm like, okay, good. So after that, financial, boom, everything's good. Second, I would also want to do for my family. So each one of them will probably wind up getting a stipend. So each family member, mom, dad, brother, sister, I would say, and other brother, probably what? I'd probably start them off with...
Wait, you make sure you got everybody, right? You
yeah.
said sisters, how many?
All the brothers, sister,
okay.
and mom and dad.
Don't leave anybody out.
Mom and dad would get 10 mil each, and brothers, sisters would get 5 mil each. And I would also give them a money guy. Everyone would have their own. I'd be the same money guy. So he would love me. But they would also have that. Number 3, it's definitely travel. But I think one of the things I'd want to do, because traveling is going to be no matter what. So I'd buy like the illest laptop and have the illest Wi-Fi that I can catch anywhere. Because the one thing is, even with 300 mil, and anyone who knows me, I'd still have to work. But I wouldn't have to work hard. But I would work. So we're talking, I can't even consider it one thing, because it'd be a laptop, it'd be a new camera with the biggest lenses. I'd be going crazy with that so that I can expand my business. Well,
you bring up a good point about you wouldn't be working hard, but you would still work. What about, would you maybe think it would be opposite? That all of a sudden, because you don't have to work to get a certain amount of money, you've got all that taken care of. So would you even be more creative because you would really have no limit?
Yeah, I think so.
No risk.
I mean, there is no risk, money. But even now, money's not my risk necessarily, because I love designing. I love designing. I'd probably go and pursue some more of my other quests just to do things, like such as finish writing my book, write a script to a movie. So then now I can finance it, but I'd have to have a budget. So, you don't... Anything about... if you know anything about... what you do, but rich people don't spend their own money.
They don't.
So, I would be able to have those connections. Once you're rich, you have connections. Once you're wealthy, you have connections. All of a sudden, everybody wants to be your friend. You got 300
You are the most popular kid in school.
You are the most popular. So, you hook up with Steven Spielberg or something like, hey, how'd you be able to fund your movie? I did it this way. I'd be like, I want a movie. And that's what I would do. I'd use other people's money, get producers, get associate producers, executive producers, and I would make a movie.
Right. I think I would work harder.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
I wouldn't see you.
I be traveling all the time, but in a way to where I'm creating stuff, making that a clinic, because I would, I would love to create like a holistic clinic then in communities that don't see those options for them. My heart's always into that kind of the liberal, the bleeding liberal heart that I am.
Yeah, what are you going to do? We're commie, pinko, liberal, Che Guevara, whatever. Shut up. Socialist. Bernie Sanders. That's what we are.
I'm like, keep going. We've been called many names. So, I mean, it just, I think I would probably work even more, but work what I love to do,
Yeah.
And so it wouldn't even be work.
It wouldn't. And it's a shame because here's a fact. Says 70% of people who win a lottery or get big windfall actually end up broke in a few years, according to the National Endowment for Financial Education. So think about that. You get all that money and most people wind up going broke. All of that. And if you ever look up like some of the lottery winners who went broke, it's crazy. I mean, 5, 10, 20, 30, like millions of dollars, and they're broke because they went buck wild.
What's it called? The urban myth? It's called what? The lottery curse?
Oh, yeah, there is a lottery curse. Like, you win it. It's like, okay, just give them some time because their family's going to be swarming like vultures. So they're going to pick at them. They're going to have all their boys around and be like, oh, we're on the come up now. We're all paid. You're going to buy all your boys Hummers. And they all have matching Hummers, and then you're broke. And then what? I think it was just recently. I want to say it was Vermont, but I may be incorrect on the state. There was a big, huge, like multi-gazillion dollar lottery winning that was going on and it was a couple from this particular state that won. Well, the state had it didn't make it mandatory for the winners to release their information. Why?
So there's states that say that if you win the lottery from that state or whatever, then you've got to give your identification. You got to show your face. You got to post your name and all that stuff. Well, in this state that they won at, they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So they got a lawyer to speak on their behalf during the press conference and just said just a man and a woman who remained to stay nameless won, I think it was $53 million.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Let me win 53 mil.
Let's see what happens, right?
Turn that into 100
But
mil.
it was interesting to know that only a few states allow that to happen. Other states, they have to, it's mandatory that you have to post your information.
Yeah. Well,
So what does that
bullshit.
teach me? When we travel across the country, I'm going to find out which states it is and play their lottery.
No, exactly. Like my mom, she winds up playing lottery wherever she is, wherever it's big. But yeah, I mean, they're gonna have different lottery rules for different states. It's kind of stupid. I mean, it's like God, you put $1 in, you win it all. Shit. You should be able to keep it all. But some people, what kills me is people who just play it like they play it every single time, believing they're gonna get rich.
There's always hope, and that's what that system is relying on. Or
Hope and a dream.
hope and a dream, and isn't
No,
that
dollar
enough?
and a dream. That's $1 and a dream. That's $1 and a dream. I mean, 'cause the hope is the
dollar.
same. Hope and a dream, dollar and a dream.
Isn't that about casinos? What they base
I was
everything
about to say the same thing. You can't win the lottery? Go to a casino. Oh my God, I won $50 and then I lost 75.
What's the slogan for the Arizona lottery? You can't win if you don't play.
Can't win if you don't play, which is true. I also can't lose if I don't play. Like, shut the hell
I
up.
feel like a loser when I've given you $20 and I don't have
and
anything.
I got nothing.
But a paper cut.
I've played the lottery twice in my life. Once was with you. And once was, I was in Morristown, New Jersey. I forgot what it was. I just had like a couple bucks on me. I was like, let me try this out. This had to be in like the 90s. And that was it. So I think I got 20 years.
Oh wow, you just invested so much.
That's it. I'm
know.
the worst. I'm telling you, you don't want to play. I don't like gambling. It's like, if you got money, you should try to keep it. But no, if you look up some of these lottery winners, I got to read this real quick. This David Lee Edwards. I got time. So after spending a good portion of his life in jail after he robbed a gas station, David Lee Edwards' luck changed when he won $27 million in a Powerball in 2001. His luck went bad, and not long after, he blew his money on drugs, exotic sports car, and even a jet.
Everybody got some of that.
Everybody. Just 5 years later, the money was all gone. His daughter believes all the lavish items he bought were eventually sold off to buy more drugs and pay off. So this guy, he won all that money, bought all that shit, sold it all so that he can have more drugs. $27 million up his fucking nose. My God. God, please give me the curse of the lottery.
And I will never shove anything up my nose.
Everything. Yeah. No powder.
No.
Oh my God. We're done. All right. Comment on Facebook. Let us know what you think. All right.
Well, this was a good change of pace.
It was a good change. It was just you and me. I'm back from my running, back from my terrible trip to come back from Jersey. I swear that's a whole other story, guys. Like, just my whole trip trying to get here from Jersey to Minneapolis to Phoenix was just something. But I'm here in front of my baby girl. We can get some food, man.
Recover,
rest.
because we got again. San Jose in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, we're going to be running in San Jose. So, I don't know about your relationship, but my relationship is awesome. And, we're building things together. So we got relationship goals. So we're building a business together. Mm-hmm. We're running together. We're traveling together.
Podcasting together.
So tell me, what do you and your woman and or man do together that can beat this?
What are you guys up to?
Relationship goals. Talk to you later, though.
Bye.